Another Good Friday. After nearly a year of these fruitless efforts, he decided, in both anger and frustration, to return to the hermit's abode. It was an exhausting journey, but at last he arrived, exactly on Good Friday. The holy hermit failed to recognize the man who came to his door, but upon seeing the little barrel, he asked, "What has brought thee here, dear brother? And who has given thee this barrel? It has been a year now since I gave it to a fair lord. I know not whether he is alive or dead, for he has not returned." Enraged, the stranger replied, "I am that lord, and this is the state to which thou hast reduced me." Then he told the hermit all his misadventures, still without showing any sign of repentance. The man of God listened attentively and grew indignant at such hardness of heart. "Thou art the worst of men. A dog, a wolf, or any other animal would have filled this barrel. Ah, well do I see that God has not accepted thy penance, for thou hast done it without contrition." Seeing the lamentable state of that hardened soul, he began to weep. "O God, look upon this creature that thou hast made, and that so madly gambles with the salvation of his soul. Ah, Holy Mary, obtain mercy for this man. Sweet Jesus, shouldest thou have to choose between the two of us, unleash thy wrath upon me, but save this creature." Mystified, the Lord stared at the weeping and praying hermit, and he thought, "There is nothing linking me to this man but God. Yet he suffers and weeps at the sight of my sins. Indeed, I must be the worst of men and the greatest of sinners, for he is desolate and ready to sacrifice himself on my account. Ah, make me repentant, O God, so that this holy man may have at least the consolation of my contrition. O King of mercy, I beg thee, forgive me for everything of which I am guilty." Thus did God do his work in that soul. The Lord's hardened heart was finally moved, and his contrition was so deep that his eyes began to well up with tears. A large teardrop spilled from his eye, ran down his face, and fell right into the little barrel that still hung around his neck. Lo, that single tear was enough to fill the barrel to its very brim. It was a sign that God had forgiven him his sins. At that, the hermit and the Lord embraced, shedding tears of joy. "Father, if you permit, I want to confess again," said the Lord with unaccustomed but sincere meekness, "but this time with contrition for my many sins." And so, falling to his knees, he confessed, deeply repentant and weeping abundantly. After absolving the Lord, the hermit asked him if he wished to receive communion. "Yes, Father, but hurry, please, for I feel that I'm about to die." Having received Holy Communion, the Lord was completely purified and clean, no stain of sin remaining in his soul. "Father, thou hast done me all manner of good. In return, my whole being is thine. I am in thy hands. The end approaches. Pray for me." Then the Lord sank into the hermit's arms and breathed his last. At that moment, the chapel filled with light, and angels descended to lead that soul to heaven in a magnificent cortege, wonders the hermit could see on account of his exalted virtue. Following this, there remained before the altar only the body of the Lord, clothed in rags and with his little barrel hanging from his neck.